fuck, I had a question I wanted to ask you at the end of this, and I fucking forgot.
Go ahead, ask it. You still recording?
I know, I'm controlling it. I forgot. I totally forgot. I forgot.
What was that then? Why'd you just do that?
Yeah, no, I forgot.
Okay.
It's on the beat, make it boom.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Yo, what's up, everybody? And welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About It. As always, I'm Alan Ford.
I'm Will Hill.
And today's episode is about the documentary called Black Panther. It was made in 1968. It's about the Black Panther Party and how they were talking to different people who were protesting to get Huey P. Newton. I almost say Freeman. I don't know why I said Huey Freeman. Sticking the wound out. Huey P. Newton free from jail.
There was a small snippet into the Black Panthers as a whole.
Yes, the whole
it's a short doc. It's 30 minutes. It's on HBO Max.
You know what feel I got from this? When they about to roll in the TV in class?
Yeah.
It was that kind of documentary.
I feel like it's a very much an introductory type documentary into the whole of the Black Panther.
Yes.
Like, I think it was so vast, the documentary on the whole entire Black Panthers would be very long. I mean, it was a movie.
It was a movie. Now, for those who don't know, the movie is called Panther.
No, they made a movie, off Huey.
Yeah, off Huey Newton, called Panther.
No, I'm talking about Judas and the Black Messiah.
That was Fred Hampton.
Oh, that was Fred Hampton.
Yeah.
You're right.
Because that was set in Chicago.
You're right. My bad.
The Black Panther.
That was still Black Panthers?
I know they were still Black Panthers, but that was about Fred Hampton.
Okay.
Yeah.
This was
the guy who snitched on Fred Hampton.
I mean, they had to name it that way because I heard that like Hollywood execs would not let them name it after Fred Hampton.
They would not. They wouldn't?
They wouldn't.
Oh, shit.
So they had to go about it a different way.
Okay.
By making it on.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. So this was about, like I said, Huey P. Newton, about them protesting to get him out of jail.
Right. After
he got shot, we got to a shootout with the cops.
Right. And for those who don't know, the Black Panther Party, we're not talking about this Black Panther, not the Wakanda Forever.
Not Wakanda Forever.
We're talking about the Black Panther political party, founded by Huey Newton and Bobby Seale in Oakland, California in 1966 of October.
Right. Again, he said the doc is in 1968, so it's not necessarily new. It was recorded in 1968. It's Black History Month, y'all. Get y'all stuff together.
And they also explain the reason they chose a panther because the Black Panther, which a panther.
A panther.
Panther is normally black, big cat. It is nice and loving, but when you approach it with brute, that's what they said. It's nice and loving, but when you approach it with brute force, it gets aggressive.
Yeah, trapped in the corner.
Yes, so that's why they chose the Black Panther Party, and they were very strong on exercising the Second Amendment. The right to bear arms.
It's what they do. I mean, we are citizens. We can.
Right, but they didn't use it to kill anybody, by the way.
It was a show of force. That's all it was.
That's it. Just protection and force. That is, because there was a lot of police brutality in the 60s.
I'm going to try to keep all my biases to myself this doc.
What you mean?
Just about, because I'm very pro-black, right?
Right.
Very pro-Black Panther also.
You should have had the afro for this.
I should have. I mean, it's locked. I couldn't have.
You should have just got it all out and blew it out for this.
Put it up.
Whole afro up.
I don't know.
We should have grew afros for this.
Talk about some weed. He ain't got no hair.
Right. As you were, you're so pro-black.
No, I'm trying to keep my biases to myself because I could talk about this all day.
Well,
I'm trying to keep it short.
I don't mind it.
Come on, what else happened in the doc? Let's walk through the doc.
Well, first of all, I'm gonna tell y'all this. When you listen to it, the ladies sound like it was computer automated. It sounded like Siri a little bit.
Okay.
Or the Google, the voice did. But they were.
It did. Yeah. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Yeah.
It's such a small part of the bigger thing. It was just like, okay, like you said, it was like rolling the TV in the classroom.
Yeah, it was just one of those docs.
It was a small piece.
And then it was just interviewing everybody on why they think Huey Newton. God damn it. I want to say Freeman so bad sometimes.
Let's say Huey P.
Huey P. There we go. That's better. Why Huey P. should be free. And they interviewed one white guy, and he called and he said boy.
He was from
and
Texas.
I was like, yeah, he was from Texas. He's like, I heard they arrested some boy up. Some boy. No, that was a man.
It was 1968. That's how they talk.
How Huey got arrested was it's like I don't know. They said a routine traffic stop, right? It wasn't a routine traffic stop. But he shot a cop. They said he shot a police. Yeah. But then when they asked him when they asked the police what really happened, they leave out information.
Of course. I mean, they do that now.
Yeah. That's why we wear body cams now.
It's so strange to watch stuff from the 60s, you know what I'm saying, from the Black Panther movement and how it's still relevant to this day.
Yes, still is.
It's 2023. And I think us as the black community can still relate to some of the issues that was happening in 1968.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just utterly ridiculous, right? We have come so far, and yet we can look back at this and go, I feel that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we still need that. We're still looking for that. We are still in search of justice. Nice. It's like ridiculous.
Because the whole time it was Huey's story versus the police story.
Police always win.
And the police always win that battle for some reason.
Oh, yeah. I said this on my own podcast that, like, I feel like since the police words weigh so much in court, so should their actions.
Right.
So basically what I'm saying, like, if the police words could put me in jail, that means they have a higher standard than mine. So to me, you are held in higher standing socially and should be held accountable for your actions in that way.
Right.
If as a cop and you commit a crime and get convicted, you should be closer to the mandatory maximum than you are for relief.
Right. And
like, I think if as a cop you commit a crime, you should go to jail longer than a regular average citizen because your words have a heavier social standing, higher social standing than a regular civilian.
Right. And I think they interviewed. That was Huey they interviewed, right? In the jail.
In the prison, yeah.
He still had his suit on.
Yeah,
he was sharp. He was dressed sharp in jail.
I think it was probably right before court.
Hey, it was one of them.
They let you put a suit on before court.
No, but they said he was withholding his mail.
Oh yeah,
he couldn't talk to his lawyers really much.
I mean, the government got into taking down the Black Panthers,
but kept his suit on the whole time in jail. I don't think they had jail.
No. It was probably about to go to court.
Oh, okay.
Either to or from.
Okay.
They let you put on a suit to how you look in court.
Yeah. You would think his suit would be black though. It was gray.
I don't think he has a choice.
Of what suit? They would have come on now. He would have had a black suit jacket. I would think he would have a black suit jacket.
No, I'm saying like maybe he didn't have a choice in wardrobe, right? It was like, what do you want to wear? A suit? All right, we're gonna give you one.
But he wore a black turtleneck.
Well, I don't know. I was born in '90. I don't
understand either. I don't understand either. Also, everybody in that documentary kind of talked the same a little bit.
What do you mean, like the militant type?
Okay. The Black Panthers talked with the militant, but all the other black people, they all talk like it sounded like they were jiving them.
That was the '60s.
I know. I was like, oh, okay, I guess they talk like that. Like, yeah, man, the police out here killing us. That's some crazy stuff. These turkeys don't know what the hell going on. Like, oh, okay. These pigs? Yeah, they call them pigs. I ain't even heard that in a while.
We still do.
We call them pigs?
Yeah, people still call them pigs.
Oh, I thought we said
during all the protests, they called them pigs.
Really?
Yeah.
And by the way, this was a very peaceful protest.
Yeah, no, that was not. There was no Antifa.
No violence. No nothing. No Antifa.
They stood there in the confines of the law.
Yep. Every song was a free Huey P song. Free Huey Newton song, man.
One thing I took away from this was the structure, right?
Right.
There was leaders and then there was people underneath them.
Right.
So they had structure of how it was ran, who was in charge, right? Which obviously makes for a great organization.
Right. Not a gang. Not a gang.
And then a lot of times you will hear like especially now when we have movements, you be asking them what is it that they want and they don't know.
Right.
We just want to be treated like everybody else. Okay, what is it that you're missing, right? That one dude had the 10. What do you call them? The 10-point program.
Yeah.
Well, he named all the 10 things that they're looking for to get out of the movement. All right. What do you remember him?
The guy name?
No, the 10 points.
I don't remember the 10 points.
I wrote them down.
Okay, cool. Let's go.
First point, he said, we want freedom. We want the power to control the destiny of our black communities.
Okay, that's fair.
Still relevant to this day.
Still, yep. We still want the power to. Well. Not everybody need the power to control.
No. There's certain people who need to be empowered, but as a whole, we got to operate as a whole.
Okay.
Operate as one. Want the power to control the destiny of black communities. Right? I think that's. I always talk about making sure you vote locally. Right? Know who your alderman is. You know what I'm saying? That's how you control what goes on in your direct community. Number 2, he said we want full employment of our people. Who don't want that?
Yeah, who don't want to be? Who don't want your people to have a job? You don't want to see nobody on the street at all. There's jobs out here. People just gotta hire.
Right, but in the '60s they didn't have
that many jobs.
Well, no, they were still very much racist and didn't hire black people in certain positions. Right. Even though low key we still have that.
Well, ironically, everybody's losing their jobs to machines now. So. That's the part that's crazy.
Number 3, we want to end to the robbery of the white man in our black communities. I think I said that
like
wrong.
Gentrification.
We want amends to the ends. We want a means to the end of the robbery of the white man of our black communities.
Like gentrification.
Gentrification. Okay.
So like white people in Inglewood and Chicago, or white people in Compton, like that.
Number 4, we want decent housing built to shelter human beings.
Okay, I can see that, but also is how you take care of the house.
Again, you need to control your community for that, right?
Yes.
If you had an alderman who's making sure stuff is kept up, you know what I'm saying? The upkeep on it, you don't have to worry about that.
That is true.
So they all tie within each other.
That's 2 people, aldermen and the house owners as well, because there's some people who don't take care of a house. Or just
right, but you get them together then. You know what I'm saying? As a community, you know what I'm saying? Like if it was your sister, yo, look at your house. Like, what are you doing? Like, get it together. And if we are a community, you get on that one person. You know what I'm saying?
You help them out with the block, like cut your grass. Like, what are you doing?
Right. It's just like that. Right. Number 5, he said, we want education for our people that teaches us the true nature of the decadent American society. Education that teaches us our true history and the role we play in present day society. Still need that. Like that whole part. Still need that, right?
We need all this stuff.
This is ridiculous. This one was, I don't know, right? They say we want all black, number 6, we want all black men to be exempt from military service. Because this was the time during the draft. We want all black men to be exempt from military service.
Yes, they don't want them to be a part of. I think there was a draft, right?
Right.
They don't want them to be a part.
And they was drafting more black people than than everybody.
And that was going to Vietnam.
Just sending them over there, front of the line. Y'all die first, and the white man come clean it up.
Yes, you don't want that. Even though we lost that war, but that's another
thing. Number 7, we want an immediate end to police brutality and murder of black people. I don't think I need to say this.
No,
but I will. Still looking for that.
Yep, still looking for that.
Number 8, we want all black people to be released from all prisons and jails. I ain't gonna say everybody.
No, not everybody. Some of y'all put yourself.
Some of y'all,
man. Some of
y'all cousins. Some of y'all cousins.
Yes,
they deserve to be in there. Like, stop it.
Drinking, doing God knows what. When everybody say you need to stop drinking and doing God knows what, but I got this. Y'all always on me now, nigga. Now you in jail again. Right. You told your stupid ass to stay here.
Number 9, we want all black people who are brought to court to be tried by a jury of their peers. By their peers from the people of the black community as defined in the Constitution.
So they just want black jurors?
It should be of your peers, people who like live the way you live, right? So I ain't trying to say your friends, but people who can understand you.
Okay, well,
that's your peers.
I mean, that's your peers. That's people who understand you.
People in your
Also,
community. Your
if
peers
you
are the people
want-
in your community.
I feel like if you want a real fair verdict, you need and people of all races for a jury.
I hear what you're saying. I don't think so. I think the people in your community would be like, does this person deserve to be in our community? He's committed a crime, right?
Right.
And it's up to the state to show the case and show me why this person is guilty.
So you're using that, right? Here's an example.
Okay.
R. Kelly has an all-black jury.
Okay. You don't think he's still going to jail? Yes.
You think he is?
Yeah.
He ain't going to like no prison.
Now the judge gives you the sentence.
Yes.
Don't get the jury confused with the judge.
The judge give you the sentence.
The jury just say if you're guilty or not, and it's up to the state to prove if you're guilty.
Okay.
That's it. That's all.
So here's another one.
Uh-huh.
If you want people literate, I want to say George Zimmerman.
Okay.
His jury.
It's people. Were they his peers?
I think it was because he was he
Hispanic.
Yeah, he was Hispanic. No, they wasn't.
Okay.
All right.
Well then.
All right. There it is. There it is.
To me, when it comes to court stuff, it's about what you can prove.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
Good, bad, and different, left or right. As the state attorney, you have to prove it.
And
Everybody, innocent until proven guilty.
And also during his trial, they left out stuff too that was inconclusive evidence, and they just like, fuck it, you're the leader of the Black Panther Party. You're going to jail.
And then number 10, we want land, justice, housing, education, clothing, and peace.
Reparations.
And as a major political objective, a United Nations supervisor public sit to be held throughout the black colonies of America, and which only black people will participate to decide or determine to determine the will of black people throughout their national destiny. I'll fuck that up so many times, and he gonna clap, asshole.
That's reparations. That's all that is.
No, and they're basically with the United Nations supervised publicist, it's like a vote within the United Nations.
No.
Yeah, I had to look.
What does that mean?
That's what a publicist is.
Oh,
basically a vote within the United Nations.
Okay.
I had to look that shit up. I didn't know.
So they wanted to be bigger.
They want to be worldwide recognized as a people.
Right. So they tried to be Wakanda before Wakanda actually.
Which I think
it's cool with that. The comic did come out around that time, so it's cool.
Right. This is what they was talking about in the 60s, bro.
Yeah, this is in the 60s. They were, okay. That's some 10 points right there.
And like, that's what I'm saying. It's a clear, concise plan of what you want. And a lot of, like I said, a lot of movements today don't have that.
You should have did it in a militant voice.
In the militant voice?
Yes. You should have did it. Listen, brother, what we are trying to tell you.
We want education for our people.
We want us all to be in one in our community. They just talk all like that. They put the emphasis on the word. The last word of the thing. Like, we want our house to not be boarded up, but like that.
With green grass everywhere.
Cut to the T, okay? No more whites in our community. No more of that. The word they use as gentrification. That's how they all do it. But yeah, so on September 8th, 1968, I remember the date.
Right.
Huey P was
found guilty.
Found guilty. I think they were going to find him guilty as soon as he stepped foot in the court.
Oh yeah, no, he.
Real question is, what did they do with the suit jacket?
The real question. This guy.
It's a nice suit. But they found him. Here's the fucked up part, and this is how I know the police, the FBI had it out for the Black Panther Party. After they found him guilty, they went to the headquarters and shot down posters.
No. So they found him guilty, but not of murder.
Right.
And so the cops was mad. The cops, the police, the
pigs, oink, bacon.
Went to the headquarters of the Black Panther Party and shot at the picture of Huey P hanging in the window.
For what?
And nobody got in trouble.
For what, though?
That's a crime.
That is a whole crime. Somebody could have been there and they could have killed somebody.
They didn't care. That's what they planned.
He could have killed somebody. And 2 years later, they killed Fred Hampton. No, wait, 2 years? No, a year later, they killed Fred Hampton. My bad. Fred Hampton was dead. So they tried slowly to destroy the Black Panther Party.
Yeah, man, it was a war on Black Panthers. So.
That was it. Cops were afraid of these black men with guns, even though they had a right to them, even though they were licensed. They were licensed. They would get guns, literally get rifles.
You do everything in the confines of the law because that's what everybody should be living by, right?
Right.
Because you can't say it's for one but not for other, right? If white people have a gun to defend themselves, I have a right to also be able to get a gun to defend myself against the white people who has the right to get a gun.
To get a gun.
You see
like,
what I'm
not
saying?
only one race can have a gun at this point. Man.
Right. So
that's what they were
this
just.
Shit, it still rings true to this day, and it's sad, but it's Black History Month. Make sure y'all sit your little children down. It's 30 minutes, man. Just make them watch it.
No, wait. 28 minutes and 29 seconds.
Not even a full 30.
Not
no ads.
No ads. HBO Max. Go ahead, check it out. It's
Explain
really
it to them. These stories like this, I feel like, is left out of the school books and will forever be left out of the school books. We have to take it upon ourselves as black people to teach black history.
And the Black Panther Party should be in every history school
Do
book.
you think it's possible for the Black Panther Party to come back?
Yeah, but under the right leadership. And you got to have the right people in it. And you got to have knowledgeable people because they weren't no idiots. They like learn. If you join the Black Panther Party, you have to learn.
Yeah, no, they
teach
did militant stuff. I mean, yeah, because as the people, you have to be educated to move forward, to move as one, right? It's like whenever I've been like in a group, I've always heard you're only as strong as your weakest link. Right. So if you my brother, you know what I'm saying, you on my team, and you the weakest link, I ain't saying you're weak. I'm just saying at this aspect, you are the least knowledgeable, right? You are the least helpful, and I'm going to help bring you up to par. Right? You ain't gonna be the best at everything. There's gonna be things I'm not the best at. There's gonna be times when we're doing something and I'm gonna be the weakest link.
That's the idea of a team.
Right. So, but I have to make sure when it's my time not to be the strongest link, that I am there to pick up that weak link.
Facts.
That's it.
That's it. They wasn't no gang or nothing. Like, you know how these gangs now, well, gangs have dwindled. They used to be bad.
Who's bad?
No, gangs used to be out there. They dwindle now. Normally people would say it used to be a crime to say folk now. It did. It used to be a crime to be like, what up, folk? Especially if you ain't that. If you ain't that, it used to be a crime that. Now, it dwindles. People ain't that serious.
I think fraternities are tougher than gangs now.
Yeah. Fraternities are gayer. Hazing is gay.
Let's not.
Hazing is gay. I'm going to find a documentary on hazing.
Okay.
Next month. But right now, it's just black documentary. Hazing is gay.
All right. What do you rate it?
I'll give this a 5. It's very insightful. It was short.
Yeah.
We don't come across the short ones like that.
No.
Other than the one where the lady versus Alabama.
Brittany Smith?
Yeah. That was 45 minutes. So this one was short. It really gave me that old school documentary feel. Because it came on, and by the way, it just went off. Like, there were no credits. It just went off.
Bro,
it went off.
It seemed like a snippet from a larger dot.
It just went off. There are no credits or nothing. It's just like, she said, and that's the Black Panther Party. And then it just went off. And then that Lizzo's playing on my HBO Max. But I give it a 5. It's insightful. I encourage everybody to go ahead and watch this, learn a little bit about Black history and the real actual Black Panthers. All right, not this one. R.I.P.
Fictional.
Yeah, not the fictional character. Still R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman. But R.I.P. Huey P. Newton. R.I.P. Fred Hampton. And everybody else, leader of the Black Panther Party, who died. What do you rate it?
I give it a 4.4.
4.4? Okay, that's not bad.
I give it a 4.4. It was insightful. I feel like I learned a little bit, even though like I don't want to sound like a super knowledgeable on the Black Panther, especially the original start in Compton, like more insightful on the Chicago chapter. It was. I try not to mark it down too much because it was filmed in 1968. It's not today. It's not up to today's standard. Right. It's a great introductory piece. That's it. I mean,
yeah. Also, I encourage people go find a movie called Panther. It's a movie about the start of the Black Panthers, like with actual actors and the start of Black Panther. It's a scene in there where they first get their guns and they stand in front of the store and you hear somebody go, "This some badass niggas," and I just lost like literally in the background, "This some badass niggas, man."
Jeez.
But the movie is really good though. The movie is really good. It gives you all the info you need as well. So
might check it out.
Yeah. Follow us at Let's Talk About It on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Subscribe to the channel and go listen to us on Spotify. Follow us LDAI Pod 22 on Instagram.
Do it.
My name is Alan Ford. You can follow me at Ford Comedy on all social media.
I'm Will Hill. You can follow me everywhere. Simply just Will. Catch y'all next time.
Yes. Peace out.
X on the beat, make it boom.